In the next 60 seconds, I'll put you in command of 2 brand new metal albums to stream. Then I'll guide you through the 4 key areas by which these bands shine. Plus, I'll give you a 3rd extreme metal album from my secret collection too as a gift at the end of the show. Terry here again, guiding metal warrior heroes like you to more music that you guys want. If you like the stuff that's here on the list, FMR is for you because I review and break down the newest extreme releases of the week from my chart so you get the best new metal every day. Episode 48, Slaw Terror's Endless Lust for Gore EP, and for I Am King's Crown newest albums. Check out the last episode for the full scoop and results. In any case, stream them for yourself to see if they are for you. Our 2 new metal albums today are Griffon's de Republica, if I got my French straight there somewhat, and Ihsahn's self-titled Ihsahn album. Both are up for fresh full metal reviews. Let's break them down. Okay, so before I move on to Griffon's de Republica, I opened the page to see there were 6 strong-sounding tracks totaling 37 minutes. The album cover artwork, as you can see, it's more like a hand-painted work of art depicting a battle scene at a castle. Looks very classic, very Picasso-like with the brushstrokes and all of that. Beautiful. The fonts are very small at the bottom, and they're very standard. The artist made it an easy choice to pick. Great job, Mr. Artist or Mrs. Artist, whoever you might be. Between the album cover artwork and the song titles, I'm visualizing something pretty heavy. Apple Music says that they are in the death or black metal category, but my genre description at this point, I'm going to take a stab here at some black metal, and we will see in the end what they are. So, track 1 opens up with a dramatic battle scene unfolding, then blows the doors open with crisp, strong, harmonious riffs, immense drums and bass, powerful fry vocals, and a clean, melodic death metal number. It is fabulous. I love how track 2 starts with a beautiful acoustical, then rolls into a fiery mayhem. It's deep, rangy, melodic, super strong, very nice. Track 3 rolls heavy with rangy, crushing instrumentals, vocals, and intensity. It's excellent. Next, track 4, it's a strong, well-composed number with exceptional crunch and melodies, while track 5 starts deep and very somber and very sorrowful, but it explodes into a fireball of black death metal delight right through. In summary here, I listened to the rest of the album. It is approximately very consistent. Griffon has an incredible album here with excellent range, melody, and dramatic musicality, and I especially enjoy that they are not afraid to explore new sounds. I imagine amazing live performance by this man, so great job by Griffon. I describe the recording and sound quality as clean, professional, conservative, while the production and musicality was rather refined. I rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo here as on the conservative side. They lean more toward the melodic area, which were harmonies and melodies were very immense and present in this album. The lyrical theme here I find is the glory of battle lyrics, if you know what I mean. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here, at least in Canada, I doubt that it's a possibility. The range and flow of the album is consistent. The tracks are arranged with obvious care. They know what they're doing. I describe the vocals as strong fry in the black metal upper range area, while the guitars I can only describe as full, crisp, tight, strong. Bass section was big and bright, and finally the drums and percussion performance was rangy, tight, and full all the way around. There were some elegant instruments in use as well. Overall, the energy and intensity was on the higher side. They remind me of a band I recently heard called Panopticon. AI says that they sound a lot like Falls of Roshas and Alda. So we'll go with that. That's what AI says. Lastly, I rate the temperature here as a colder feel. I gave it a dark tonality shade and overall color. Colors could only be described as gray, like ashes of battle. The general feeling I had during this session was chilling. It led me to give this album a good seismic reading of 7.6. In summary, my predictions from earlier were solid. I did say black metal. And finally, I'll reveal that my official genre description is melodic black metal, but the official bio just stuck with black metal, which means that I'm fairly on point here. My favorite tracks, all were equal. And finally, I've decided not to add it to my library, but try it for yourself, okay? That's review 1. So before I listen to Ihsahn's self-titled album, Ihsahn, I opened the page to see that there were 11 strong-sounding tracks totaling 49 minutes. The album cover artwork, as you can see, it's black and white, elk or deer horns, which feels cold. I've seen creepy movies with this kind of stuff in there. Doesn't have any fonts in there, so I added it up in the top left-hand corner for you to see the album and the name of the artist as well. Between the album artwork and the song titles, I visualize something heavy, but I'm thinking smart. Apple Music says metal, but my genre description now is going to be prog metal. We'll go with that. We shall see in the ending during my reveal in any case. And also, too, kudos to the artist who did the album cover artwork or who selected it. It was great and it was very attractive. So track 1 opens with a full symphony. I was stunned. Then it rolls into track 2, which is literally a ska-styled, funky soundscape. The rhythm is very unique. Vocals are a range of clean to a crispy controlled black metal fry. Musicality range here is stunning. All I can say is it's very cool at this point, track 1 and 2. Track 3 is weirdly heavy, yet groovy, yet massively symphonic and intensively progressive. It has awesome range all the way around. Next, track 4 is a massive symphonic, heavy, dramatic metal number. Track 5 is reminiscent of a movie score. It's symphonic. It's a prog metal ride more than a song. And just to summarize the rest of the album, as I listen to it, is completely smart. It's punchy, dramatic, symphonic. It's black prog metal supreme. And it is so cool. And if this is black metal, why am I up dancing during the review? I don't know. This is magnificent, brilliantly crafted music. It's smart, groovy, funky, and it's very masterful. And yet, it's black metal. I rate the recording and sound quality is absolutely professional, clean, and on point, while production and musicality is raw and refined. At the same time, I rate the overall levels of rhythm and tempo as a midway area, while the harmonies and melodies were more present in this album. Lyrical theme I find here was life in general. Becoming a mainstream or radio act here is, I don't know if it's going to be a possibility or not. No, or maybe yes, who knows. Excellent music anyway. The range and flow of the album of this album is consistent. The tracks are arranged meticulously all the way through. I described the vocals as scorching fry in the black metal range, rather. While the guitars I can only describe as clean and sparkling, the bass section was bubbly and thick. Finally, the drums and percussion performance was ultra rangy. Awesome snap, great from top to bottom. There were a full ensemble of instruments a symphony would use. He has a secondary orchestra version of this album as well. Overall, the energy and intensity here was very high. He reminds me of Devin Townsend. ChatGPT says that they're similar to Opeth and Arcturus. Lastly, I'm going to rate the temperature of this album is hot. I'm going to give it a lighter tonality shade with an overall color or colors I'm going to describe as a range from black to white and red in between. General feeling I had during this session was goosebumps. It was great, which led me to give this album a seismic reading of 8.1. I'm going to introduce this one to my wife for sure, especially the orchestral version. In summary, my predictions from earlier, well, I did say prog metal, but finally I'll reveal that I think that it's progressive symphonic black metal. The official bio says everything I just said, but they added avant-garde mixed in, which means I was fairly close on a Saturday night, so not bad. My favorite tracks with such range, everything here was edible. Finally, it's already in my library, so we don't even have to wonder about it. It's great stuff. And lastly, everybody, my reviews do not do these two bands justice. Please stream and experience them for yourself. That's review number 2. So it looks like we are at the end of our show for today. And I dig into my treasure chest, and I'm going to recommend a couple of albums for Saturday night. I'm going to send you Avenged Sevenfold's Life is But a Dream. You can blame Ihsahn for that. And I'm thinking also, too, I'm going to send you some Devin Townsend. Whatever you like to listen to from Devin Townsend over the last 10 or 15 years, check some of that stuff out, too, just to say thanks for hanging out with me today. And that's it. Remember to support your favorite metal artists, stream them, engage them on social, buy them merch, see them live, and join me again soon for another episode of FMR. And finally, please hit that subscribe button because metal music matters, and I want to help set up your notifications so you can get new album recommendations here first. Happy Saturday, everybody. Cheers.